Hello.
Oh.
Welcome to Slay the Princess. I have never played this fucking game, but I've heard really good things about it. It's gonna be like a one stream deal. There's a lot of content warnings with this game.
Yeah.
So much so it's on their website at blacktabbygames.com. I just wanted to stop for a minute and give a disclaimer. This game is going to be fucked up. So if a lot of gore or emotional stuff freaks you out, this is not a good game for you. But with that in mind, I'm mentally unwell. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story.
Uh-huh.
So,
Okay, so we gotta fuck with these settings for a minute.
They also made Scarlet Hollow. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm gonna need...
Well, no, I mean more like, fuck all this negative space on the side. Preferences. Not that. Because then we're gonna have to redo the stream shit. Because it's already windowed full screen. Unless it's just how the game looks.
Let me try window, or let me try full screen real quick.
Okay, no,
that looks so much better.
Okay, never mind, we're good.
Alright. So again, I've never played this game. I do know it's really fucked up.
Yeah, no, this game's like brand new, isn't it?
It just came out a couple days ago.
Yeah. Wait. One thing you might want to do, real quick.
And at the end of that path is a cabin.
Just go into
in
OBS and turn the mic down like a tiny bit.
Is a princess.
There.
Yeah, we're like kind of loud. All right.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh,
okay.
God. Okay.
Explore, end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you considered maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget this, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Oh, how many fucking... It's the first dialogue option.
Sweet, I always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution.
I mean, they said there's no mistakes, no premature endings.
The mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Screen frozen?
Oh. Hold on.
Is this game already not going to run properly? Is it? It looks like it's working now.
Yeah, it looks like it's working.
Looks like
I was reading. Hold on. I'm going to move this around.
Yeah, no, it just stopped. It's stopping like every couple seconds.
It's stopping when I'm going into the game. Give me a second.
Which is kind of a massive problem.
Give me 1 second.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Hold on.
What are you doing?
Shh.
Well, that's not how you do it. No.
That's not it either. Fuck. I can't remember.
What are you trying to do, Salem?
Hold on.
Just tell me what we're trying to do, please. We have so many... Bab?
That's not it. There we go.
Click the I, for crying out loud.
There we go. I know this isn't ideal, but I think this is gonna be how we get this game to work.
Next time...
Yeah, because it's blinking.
Next time, can you just ask me what you're trying to do?
Okay. I didn't know how to word it.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Okay.
Alright, sure.
Before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay, sure.
There's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical jigsaw.
Why does it sound like Johnny Sins?
I don't know.
Everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Please don't tell me you have to go through every single one of these options to move on.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Okay. I guess it fucking is.
Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress.
I'm in love with this man.
Seamstresses
Of course you are.
contribute something of value to society.
Also, the game is quiet. Do you want to go, Nobius, turn the game up?
I'll turn the game up a tad.
No, that should be...
It is also kind of quiet for us, too.
There, it's been...
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Alright, fuck, let's go do it.
You think we should...
What?
There's a lot of choices.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the
I
more
kind of
you
like how
listen to her
sassy this
honeyed
narrator
words,
is.
the
I would like to
harder
just
it'll
point
be to
out the
pull yourself
existence of, like,
out.
the save buttons, so I have a weird feeling we're going to want to do that fairly often.
Then each and every one of us
Also, I can
is
tell
doomed.
just from looking at this that this is made in Ren'Py, which is the same program that Doki Doki Literature Club was made in.
So sure, go talk
Which
to
means
her.
nothing. That's just what
See how
people
that
do to
turns
make
out
these
for
like
all of
visual
us.
novelty types of games. But
Yeah.
that's like saying this RPG was made
You
in
make your
RPG
way up
Maker.
the
Like,
short
oh,
path
fucking
to the
joy,
cabin.
you know?
You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to
Jonathan
save
Sims also
princesses,
wrote
not
the
slave
Magnus Archives, which is excellent. I've heard of Magnus Archives.
I have some chocolate. Sorry, I'm gonna take a little peek. For the fucking Halloween.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
happy Halloween, everybody. Happy Spook Day.
Happy Halloween. Salmon. Fuck.
Happy Salmon Day.
Happy salmon. Happy salmon.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and wall. The blade is your
Fuck, I didn't mean to do that.
Okay, well, it's good to know we
implement
can't do
if
that.
you want to do this right.
Alright. Well, I guess grab it. Take the fucking knife.
Take the
There you
blade
go.
from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Oh, my cursor has it now.
Oh, neat. Yeah, notice our cursor was like kind of like giant, horrible claw looking. Are we like a werewolf or something?
Probably.
The door to the basement creaks
Ew.
open, revealing a
Nice.
staircase faintly illuminated by
What's
an
up, buddy?
unseen light in the room
As more
below.
people are coming in, I do just want to
This
mention
is
this
an
game did have
oppressive
quite the
place.
list of content
The air
warnings.
feels
Yeah,
heavy,
no,
So
like,
just be aware this game is going to be fucked.
filtered
There's like a
by
paragraph.
ancient wood. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds
However that now
dangerous.
means, I know exactly how fucked up this
It's
can
almost
get.
as if she's the one in
Yeah.
charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Alright, well, we might be a little fucked.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Oh, okay, this should be easy then.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Please don't do this.
Focus on the task at hand.
Y'all need to listen to the archives.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Later, we're busy trying to murder somebody. Salem, for crying out loud. You're gonna, like, literally cause the apocalypse.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat.
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Oh, good job, Ab. You fucking pigeonholed us into the worst situation. Imagine you have more than one save slot. I would like to point that out to you.
Here's the thing. I feel like this is one of the games where it wants you to not kill her, but it's still being truthful when it says if you kill her, or if you don't kill her, the world is still going to end. I believe that.
Sounds like think of the wrong brain.
But I do want to talk to her.
Oh my god.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
The blade tumbles
Did we
out
bad
of
ending
her
for 30
trembling
minutes?
hands
Probably.
I don't know.
to the floor with an unceremonious clap.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
I want to know how she got down here.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Her eyes are too big.
So here we are.
I kind of like them.
What an awkward start to a relationship.
You're coming on to me? Like, yeah,
Don't
right?
just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Fair enough.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
To be fair, we could have asked, but we didn't.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Okay.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
That's true.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Gaslighting isn't a word. You're making stuff up.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
You know, you can set it to auto.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number
Really
of
don't
good
piss me
things
off
that I'm
about
sure
them,
you
actually.
think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
So can we go through this whole song and dance and immediately just like slash her throat open? Because I think that'd be funny.
Maybe.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person. And a subjugating
No,
monarch
yeah, no,
known
fuck
as-
this. We should just left at the beginning of the game, honestly.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness. Your Majesty. Any honorific should do,
I like
really.
their sassiness.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight
Killer.
answer.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking this. I'm on the same page as Brie right now. Just knife the bitch right now.
You really think so?
Yes. I don't care if she's a demon or not. She's an asshole. I can see why she's chained down
Oh,
here.
have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Just kill her.
Okay.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her
What
through.
the hell's wrong with us?
I don't know.
A
Like a
moment of
lizard?
distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a
Eat the rich.
catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Ugh.
Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first
Oh, I have blood on my knife.
bone-crushing hit.
Well, yeah, we got her. See, look at her shoulder.
We can still turn this around.
Can you? Fucking go for it. Finish her already.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
I feel like we need to, like, help her out.
Nah.
Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, good job, guys. Good
Whoa.
game. Happy Halloween. We'll see you tomorrow.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of the
Oh, fuck me. It's one of
is a
these.
camp you're
Okay, here we
born to
go
slay.
again.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
I mean, we could just try turning around and leaving now, right?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
I probably shouldn't
And I believe your other question was something along the
helping
lines
your
of,
Baldur's Gate brain rot, but why does this narrator remind me of
If you're
Gale?
asking that, it sounds to me like you're making
was
a
thinking
rather
the same thing.
dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't
I think it's
have
the
any
accent.
consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Well,
but in
it's
this
not
purely
consequence-free, we're in a
hypothetical
loop.
scenario, that begs the question
Yeah, but
of
we-
how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh. Enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation
Alright,
with the princess.
Let's go, I guess.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to
So
start
do we have like a little
argument over
extra
what
fucking voice going on because we
circumstances the
killed her in the
princess is
first
capable
place?
of
So now we
lying
have like
in?
this other little voice
It was
telling us
to
to
give
go
you
kill her
some
again.
broadly
Maybe.
applicable
Like the whole
advice.
shtick.
The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal. Let's just get on with it already. The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest.
This door is
Its
different.
cold
Yeah, no, like the
stone
walls are made of
walls
rock
press in
now.
on
There's
you,
like a
as if
mirror.
trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Also, who left this here for us?
See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving. The blade is your implement.
Me. Oh,
We'll
thanks,
leave it if
Yoshi.
you want to
Appreciate
do
you.
Thanks,
as well.
Yosh.
Oh. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror? I care less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why
God,
would I
this
lie
feels
about
like
something
back
so
when I used to live with my
meaningless?
parents.
Oh god, here we go. There we go. Anyone want a tangent off into something for a minute, please? Before we all get depressed.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. Now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Grab the fucking knife, I guess, right?
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
In we go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
So I wonder if she's gonna remember?
Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
We can do both.
As you descend the final step,
You're different.
the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again.
Hot.
I've been hoping to find your way back here.
Wood.
Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Oh, she's hotter now. None of us are free from sin. I mean, I kind of like the, I like that one. Yeah.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Alright, fine. I believe you. What you
What?
said earlier in the woods, I believe you. You've already met the princess, and the princess has already met you. But that's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know. Whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm gonna do a good job.
I'm going to take that silence as a sign that from this moment on, you're going to treat the task before you with the utmost importance and seriousness. I'm so glad that we're finally all on the same page.
You look different.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
You look different.
You look exactly the same.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count. Oh, we'll make it count, all right. As you bridge the gap, your
Goddamn.
blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point?
So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through. Don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action. Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win. The only way
I mean, that's
out
how we got her
of
last
this
time.
is through her.
I'm sorry we're being really quiet, by the way. There's not really much for us to discuss at the present moment.
Yeah.
You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. Do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress.
And the side effects are disgusting.
For
Yeah.
every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last. This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her. She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
The casual dialogue while you hear like the fucking ripping and tearing sound effects.
I kind of love
This
it.
dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Salem.
Sorry.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your
Oh,
head,
God.
fingers gripping your skull.
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear
Break.
is the unsettling crack of
No.
your skull. Everything goes dark, and you die.
We did it! I have a feeling this is one of those games where, like,
If you weren't so
what we
damned
click
afraid
does
of
not
what she'd
matter.
do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
I think it does.
Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died
Place of the
because you
hunted.
didn't have enough of it.
yeah, because we died now. Fucking bottoms.
No, because it was
That's what I'm
Voice of the
thinking.
Stubborn, now it's Voice of the Hunted.
The stubborn's still there.
No.
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. Then what is going on? What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here, and if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you. Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that. There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here. Are we? I haven't signed off on anything yet. Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin.
So we're letting her
Like
leave the
I
cabin.
said, all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say.
Man, this is a really annoying backing track.
It isn't long before you find
Whoa,
yourself.
this one's
at the end of
different
the
too.
path,
Hedging an
staring
artwork
up the
really gets me
hill of
going,
the
loving
cabin.
this new trend in games want to be artsy and using
Given
cross-hatching for
serious thought
shading.
to
Yeah,
Oh,
me too.
For sure.
No last advice for us? No words of warning? What I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis. Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us. Something to chase.
Alright, what's in here now?
The interior
I wonder
of
if
the
this is
cabin
us going
suffocatingly
insane.
tight.
Yeah.
More of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against
Sorry, I'm
your
just, like,
sides,
eating my chocolate.
leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall. The blade is your implement. See, we have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. The only space. Take it!
You never mentioned the mirror.
Maybe it'll go away again. For something to go away, it would have to be there to begin with. Let me assure you, there's no mirror here. The only thing at the end of the room is the door to the... No use arguing. Mirror or not.
I agree with the freak. Let's get a move on already. And worst comes to worst, we can smash it.
We can try to survive without our steel claw, but you've marked us as easy prey.
You just went in there
Step
without your knife.
forward and
Yep.
approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it.
This really is just like last time.
It smells of nothing, yet it's still... You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Why am I not surprised?
It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters.
Why did you not grab your knife?
Because
Before you is
that's
what
not
may
my
as
plan.
well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here,
How are we gonna even
slaying
get her
is
out of
probably
here?
doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Being submissive and calling her mommy is not a plan, Salem.
That's not my plan.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her, rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
I mean, if we're trying to get her out of here, then the top one works, right? The top one?
But that wouldn't be fun. I don't want to be a monster chasing you down. I want to face you head on. I want an equal. It's so much better that way.
We need to get closer. She needs to see us to give chase. You've nowhere to go but down.
Ugh.
You start
No,
the
this is
difficult
awful.
journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember every crack and crevice. You'll need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face droops.
There you
Hotter.
are.
Bree.
This time you don't even have that little knife.
Do you think this is a joke? Do you need me to break those fragile bones again to remind you how serious this is?
She's bubbling, hot with rage. We can't get close if we want to live. We'll be able to draw her out of here. She's hungry for us. I know I said this earlier, but I really have to stress how thin of a razor's edge you're on right now. We know. The only way out is through the eye of the needle.
And we're going to win.
We'll need the steel claw. Grab it as we leave.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap.
Run.
Time to go.
Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance.
Go. Faster.
As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will
You know, a
follow.
swift kick to the face and sending her tumbling down would probably end this pretty prematurely, you know?
I don't know.
You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
Steelclaw, now.
Take the knife. Take the knife.
You think I should take the knife?
Yes!
I think they're trying to bait you into killing her.
It's up to you, I guess.
What do you guys think? Should I take the knife? Or should I run for it? Because I feel like they're trying to make me kill her. And that is not how you're gonna win. They're putting way too much emphasis on it, in my opinion. Take it.
They're gonna tell you to kill her
Just
again.
because I take it doesn't mean I have to
Without
use
missing
it.
a step, you grab the blade.
They're gonna tell you to kill her again so they can see if she gets hotter again.
So you do want to fight me? Good.
We're almost there.
Besides, I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't take it. She just stops
We're
following
there
us.
when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes.
You didn't want to kill her.
through the
Why'd you
doorway.
antagonize her?
Because-
You are
Got a
walking a
point.
dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
Do it. Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
I mean, that top option is probably closest to what you wanted, right?
Yeah, but
The princess scoffs.
Free? This is just another place. This is just... What is this? Where are we? This doesn't feel right. It's cold. Why is it so cold?
Well, I mean, you're barely wearing anything. That might not help.
I feel so tired.
oh,
What? Hello?
what?
Yay!
Yay! I got an achievement.
Did it! We won!
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
No, the narrator is in fact gone.
It is. It hasn't ended.
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on.
There's something dreadful about it. That thing reeks of death.
You could be this
Screw
too
them.
fast at a man
We
face
just
demon
need to
siege.
find
It's
the
supposed to be
princess.
3 hours long.
I'm begging you, don't. It's different now. It feels... I don't know.
Wait, so are we the narrator
Fine.
now? Close mirror. Sounds as we reach forward, they're gone with the mirror made. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you.
I'm just a little guy.
Are we like a Mothman? Like, what the
I
fuck?
think we're supposed to be like a demon.
You're alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
We gotta face your mama didn't love. What? Why is that last one even an option? was that last one even an
I have
option?
only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
What the fuck is happening?
We let her out of the cabin, which is not what we were supposed to do. But it's leading into more story shit, ain't it?
I don't know that. This sounds like it's
How can
ending.
the world have ended if we are talking? You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Okay. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Oh.
How many more pieces do we have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
That is the least helpful answer anyone has given me for
The
anything.
rest will find their own way home. You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold. How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die. Then we will be here forever, as we are now, unfinished, dry, hollow. She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
You're
Knew
on
that
the
was
path.
gonna happen.
Yeah, I think I get
And at the end of that path,
The real Slay the Princess starts here. You'll know it when you see
I
it.
think I get the gist of this game shtick. I'm gonna go take a leak since we're doing stuff
You're
we already
here
did.
to slay
I'll be
her.
right back.
if you don't, you make your way up the short path to the cabin. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the blade is your implement. You take the blade from the table.
Whoops.
The door to the basement creaks open. revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi! Should I just do hi?
Pepper, I got it for 2 seconds. My chair has been stolen.
Just checking in on you.
Just do hi. Fuck it.
Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Hi, Peppy.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay.
She's so coldly beautiful.
So is this like we start off by
She
not
really a
killing her
threat to
now?
the
Is that the idea?
I think so.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No.
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do.
I'm sorry, yep.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with...
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
Against your better judgment.
See, that makes me
step
wonder if
forward
we're supposed to come
speak
down here
with the
without the knife
princess
in the
face
first
to
place.
face. We'll be fine.
I don't know.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure...
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
You coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
You can't. Don't bother.
Sorry, I have an itch.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness.
Yeah.
Note the lack of detail.
That one.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they... I don't remember much about it, to be honest.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable
Maybe
of
now
ending
we've-
the world, then
Ah,
how
shit,
did I
she
wind
seems
up
soft.
here,
Oh, fuck.
chained to a wall?
So maybe now we
Have
actually
they told
directly
you
ask
I'm
her all if she's been
allegedly
down here?
so... dangerous?
No, I go.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Yeah, that one.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Okay, she's just down to be a stump person. That's fine.
She
I
speaks
mean-
with almost complete nonchalance.
I respect it.
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
That's the narrator, I bet, who just locked us.
Yeah.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. I'll repeat myself once again. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Can't get out, even
You
if...
won't like what happens if you do that.
I guess save her then.
Against your better
Ugh.
Jesus.
you place the blade against the princess's arm.
It's the big
just above
eyes
the
for me.
massive, unyielding chain.
God. Okay, click already, Salem.
I
Shit.
am.
Flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Oh, that's mean.
No, we have an option. They're in the middle.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
So we gotta just... Yeah.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Okay.
You're on a path.
But now she should remember us trying to help
And
her,
at the
right?
end of that
Ma-
path,
uh,
there's a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
don't-
yep. Okay, no.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a
Oh,
word
different
out of his
voice.
mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Whoops. I kind of like
Trying to
this.
help her goes,
It's alright.
Need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
I mean, just proceed, I guess.
I'm sure if I leave, that would also be a different one.
Before you
I'm sure it'd be like Voice of the Coward or something.
She will lie.
Yeah.
She will-
Yes,
Yep.
don't believe a word she said.
Did you just say wink out loud?
No, I didn't. Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Aha.
I'm not even taking the knife again. Unless, maybe I should? I don't
The
know.
interior of the cabin is
You
less
might be-
a
This is a
cozy
completely
woodland
different one.
retreat
Yeah.
and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone
We might
walls
need the
and thick,
knife to get
the
it
only
out
furniture
again,
of note is an
maybe?
iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
The blade is your implement.
You need it if you
You'll
do
need
it
it
right.
if you
I
want to
shouldn't
do
take
this
it
right.
Because I don't want to listen to the narrator.
I guess we don't want to give him a way to try to make us kill
Kill
her.
her, yeah.
All right, just go in the basement then. Because we're already
I'm
talking
afraid
about
I'm
the
going to
mirror.
insist we take the blade. We're in a date.
Are you sure? What if she, I don't know,
Yes.
turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Okay?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife.
Wonderful.
Damn it.
Exactly
Alright.
that. Sweeping the knife. from
It's
the
probably
table.
because like
Worry
this
about
path
it.
we need
We
to have a knife, you
So
know.
what? It's not like we have to use it. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely
I like
illuminate
the
your path, dancing
emotionally
across
fucked
glimmering
up
patches of slimy
Yeah.
moss on
loop.
the stone steps.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Her voice, harsh but controlled.
I wonder if
carries
she's
up
going to
the
be a demon this
stairs.
time.
I don't know.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes
Maybe
with the
she's more
princess.
chained now.
So I must have
looks up
fucked
at
up by killing
The
her.
heavy collar
I
around
don't
her
know.
neck clanking
I think it's one of those
loudly as
things we'd
she
have to do
moves.
everything.
The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
You sleepy, Peppy?
Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
David
Yo!
with the 2 gifted subs.
Thank you.
Thank
Oh,
you,
and one
my
yen
man.
to Yoshi.
Appreciate you, my
Thanks,
man.
David.
Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Yeah. Be open, your
What an
muscles of pride.
interesting
one of these days.
development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Or the Kindle version of Journey, but I felt bad that it was cheaper than the physical copy, so I'm making up the difference with a couple subs. Aw, that's sweet, buddy.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd
I
prefer we
ordered the
keep some
Kindle version
distance
of Journey,
until
but
we've
felt
sorted this
bad
out.
it was cheaper than the physical copy, so I'm making up the difference with a couple subbies. Oh my gosh, thank you. I appreciate that. But definitely get whichever version is easier for you, you know? That's why I made so many versions. Also, I'm totally down to read my book if anybody actually wanted to listen to that in Discord.
Oh, God.
Because I have to record for Audible, so two
but
birds, one stone.
You cannot record a Discord conversation for that.
No, but I could record my own voice.
That's...
Book is cool so far. I didn't get too far yet. Let's see how this Elven Kingdom is. Oh, I love Escalon.
I think it's just sit where she told you.
There's
You
Spectre
do as she
boundaries.
asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Salem has become incredibly paranoid.
I have. This game is interesting.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Intentions? Well...
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Ugh.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
This guy here, is this like a time loop game? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Or
We've
does she
killed her
think
once
she'd
already. She's killed us
survive
like 4
beheading?
times.
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
I love Edge of Tomorrow. Dude, that one. That one. With the head.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
She certainly seems confident.
I mean,
Maybe she
This
knows
is gonna
something
get
we
gross,
don't.
I'm sure.
I mean, she's shackled to the fucking wall. Even if we give her the knife, she can't really do much to us.
Yeah.
You should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Are you hitting on me?
Maybe it'll fit.
Are you hitting on me?
Salem, for crying out loud.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
I just give her the fucking knife. Okay, I feel like if we try to do it ourselves, it's just gonna kill her.
Yeah. Because, I mean, like...
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
Do you think this will work? Interesting that you're only having us remain in place. It's almost like there are very real limits to your power.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The world
I kind of
ends
like the
if we
narrator
fail,
being an asshole,
right?
like a
Yeah.
bad guy.
Her killing us might not be our only failure state, if you catch my meaning.
I don't know where you're going with this. Could you explain? Yes, explain it.
Sure, I'm insinuating that we could kill ourselves. Ruin this whole
Big
thing.
Stanley Parable vibes.
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
I'm not afraid of dying. Are you?
A little? Got your point
A
across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor.
So basically, next time we have the option to just knife ourselves, we should take it, because that'll do
The
something
princess
else.
maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
This is gonna get gross.
She pulls up her hair, smiling.
Fuck.
No, go ahead, save. Yep.
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
Ugh.
Well, this isn't so bad so far.
No. Her eyes stare forward, unblinking.
Hotter?
No.
Skin, veins, cartilage. last she reaches bow.
God, the fucking
blade
sound effects are
grinding
good.
audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
But she's literally gonna give us head. God damn it, all of you.
So that's her play. Killing herself? She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens.
Gross.
The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Are you sure she's not winking at us?
Obviously not. She is thoroughly deceased. I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
We should take her with us, don't you think?
Excuse me?
No, you shouldn't do that. Why would you do that?
I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy, proof of our victory. Hell, we could even give her a proper burial. She did save the world, right?
You don't need proof, you don't need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial.
You
Just
don't want
leave
head?
her.
What is wrong
Even
with all of
after
you?
all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want them.
I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward. Stop reading into things, the danger has passed. You can relax.
I'm just keeping myself sharp. I'm not so eager
So sure
to put
centipede
my
is gonna
guard
crawl
down.
over her neck like Sekiro. Oh god.
I am. I'm on team, let's put this all behind us, so can we leave
I don't know, man. She's all
already?
for Yoshi.
Yoshi. Y'all give me shit, and then Yoshi goes off and says some shit like that. She's literally, like, decapitated.
I guess take her with us. Yay.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still
That's how
oozing
Better Call
bodily
Saul
fluids.
started. Oh.
Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
Discussed, not on screen. Just defending the kids who did it in court. I see. I mean, we only got one option.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
Okay.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... Over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Did we fuck up again?
No, I think that's what we want. Because remember, she said to, like, bring her different perspectives. So instead of the version where she, you know, got outside because she was a fucking rage beast and trying to kill us, now she got outside because we just listened to her and helped her and finished her plan.
She's gone.
Yeah,
Where did she go?
We've heard this already.
Should we raise that up?
Yep.
it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back.
Yeah.
Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you.
Feels too good to be true.
I'm probably really down bad, but she kind of got a nice voice.
She does have a nice voice.
Yep. Now and again, the mirror always makes them leave, and you see what's in it. Grow.
So mine is different again.
Hmm.
I got a new achievement.
Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Yeah, there she is again. Oh, she looks different now.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay. Yeah, maybe a hint what we want next time. Ab?
What?
Up. What do you want me to bring you next time? Maybe like a hint for the next one?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to
One of the reasons Devil's Chance I miss a lot like this?
Gifts aren't
Huh.
what someone tells you to bring them.
Do not worry. There are no wrong answers. And every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have
Okay, so we
already
don't have to worry
known.
about doing the same
They
shit
are
we already did.
useless to us now. Inaccessible.
You need to stop nodding in response to me saying shit. We don't have a face cam, sweetheart.
That's fair.
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be.
So,
And
for the
every
next one, should we just
exploration
turn
yields
around
new
and
and
leaving right away?
complicated truths.
Like at the very
Well, we
beginning?
can't do what we've already done, so
We
that might
haven't.
be our only
What
option.
I was.
Slam the table once for yes,
I cannot
twice for no.
tell you
No,
what
we
desires I will hold
don't
when
encourage
I have
them.
changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
let's leave.
I have a
Is a
couple more things I
child
want to
the
ask.
same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the
You
same.
never started by not bringing the knife. Maybe stay prison. Yeah, like lock ourselves in there with her or something. I'm just curious how many times we have to do this before we actually finish.
You are the only thing I know that isn't me. The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives.
Okay.
They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Alright, let's go back, I guess.
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory. If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build upon. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. The task of finding my vessels is your burden to carry.
Awesome.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Yay!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end.
I think if you go into preferences down there, skip, because I know we can in Doki Doki you're able to skip like text you're already seen. Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't see that.
You're here to slay her.
It's more like we give her head. Yeah. Should we? Yeah. So just keep going. Keep going. There was an option that was just turn around and leave. Yeah, that one. Click that
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
one. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. Alright, there we go.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient.
Turn around
I'm
and
gonna leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the prince.
Oh yeah? Well, I guess we're gonna start walking in random directions.
Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to
Is the
happen.
cabin gonna start chasing us?
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Does that mean there's like a ton of princesses here?
In every direction,
Hot?
there
Question
is a
mark?
path and a cabin.
Society.
And not just any cabin.
Society calls me
Any
gay.
cabin. An infinite...
Wait, what's going on?
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
What? What? I was kind of thinking that would
You're
just
on the
cut back
path
to... Okay.
in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin.
I guess we just keep
You're
doing
here
that,
to
right?
I
slay
think
her.
so.
Just keep fucking leaving.
Okay, no.
Keep going. Just keep going. Because those were the ones that were already there. Ah, yes, we lie. Stay in the woods
It's
forever.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further.
Oh, now you're gonna get in on it, huh? Light work, no reaction, can't be bothered. Do the one where it says, like, lies. I'm gonna go, fine, yep. Yeah, that
You
one.
know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. A warning before you go any
Did he
further.
set up a fucking wall around it?
She will lie.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
will
yeah, yeah.
cheat.
She was
If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Contrarian.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
Attack on Titan.
Let's keep an open mind.
Oh man, so I don't have other choices.
Okay, well, I mean, that's
The cabin interior is
something, because now we're skipping ahead
What?
all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement.
Yeah, we know.
You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
I like this voice in our head.
Me too.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have
Princess
to
of
explain
what?
this incredibly
Is my
simple
question.
and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, but when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts.
Whoops. Sorry.
And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going
gotta
to stop
blame.
doing my job. So you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
I really like the writing in this game. It's very snarky.
Yeah. Yeah, we've already done the mirror bit, so just take the fucking. It's gonna make you take the knife, I think. Oh no.
The door to the basement
Oh.
creaks open,
Okay.
revealing a web of branching
Sure.
staircases, all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings,
Oh, you
the more
Johnny's the best.
confused you get. Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it. The kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Don't be such a baby.
Whose
I
side are
don't
you
want to
on?
do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Take the hard stairs to the left, take the center stairs, take the soft stairs. I like the soft stairs. I would like some soft stairs.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet.
The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern you might slip or tumble or lose your way. But the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight. The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the
I may have made a
cruelties of
mistake.
choice and consequence.
I may have made a wrong choice.
It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into
Remember when one of the
comfort
trigger
and
warnings was
nothingness?
getting
The
eaten?
very
Yeah.
struggle to continue
Are we-
forward, consuming your
we're
every
not-
thought.
Getting bored right now, are we?
I don't think so, not yet.
Are we in a digestive system? Okay, I'm glad I'm not the
You
only
slowly
one.
lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull
Oh god.
and then vanish,
I've got the budget.
until the only things
Lois.
experienced are the
Lois, they
endless
cut our budget.
patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as
Are you okay?
We just have a panic attack like in front of her in the
I mean-
basement.
what the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again?
I like
case
the
you weren't
idea
listening,
that
I'm
she's
afraid
like a
I've
prisoner
lost
here,
myself
like
on the way down.
about to like thinking she's about to die, but we're just acting so fucking weird that she has to be like
here to-
genuinely like,
it's
are
just
you
being
good?
Yeah.
Like
Oh, I'm still not sure if we should trust you.
me and the baddie I pulled
Let's
up in a
talk to her.
psychotic
Try and
episode.
get our bearings. She seems normal.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was here. What? Why are you honking? Hey.
I don't know what happened to you, but you look like you're in one piece now.
One
But,
Piece?
but I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until it's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and
Which is no neck
died.
shackle this time. We're able to get her
And then
out.
we
I mean,
woke up
yeah, we
and
did
I'm
that
pretty
before,
sure
where she
we're
sort of hacked her
familiar
arm
with
off,
the
and then
rest
it
of
didn't really go so well for us last time.
It seems to me like you
'Cause
saw
that led into
something
her having
you
the
weren't
neck
supposed to have
shackle.
seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head,
I missed that part.
unthink
Yeah,
them.
no, that's...
It's
Yeah,
not
no,
urgent.
that led into her
Have a
having the
job to
neck
do here,
shackle.
and you need to
Yeah.
do it now.
And I don't think, based on the way the game was acting before, we can't actually do the same thing twice.
Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
that's highlighting 3 options at once. So I think that's the one we want, because that's the weird option.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. Take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience
think
a
the
firm
whole-
footfall, a gentle
The
tread,
whole play here
a
is just to
confident
find the
stride.
weird answer and click on that.
You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
Probably not.
What happened to us? What are we?
Whoops.
There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere.
Would not.
I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
I'll do my best. Oh, thank God. Yay! We did it!
She's gone. Is that What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I was just messing with it.
We're in a goddamn time loop. Get into reflection and see something awful.
Oh, I'm goopy now.
He's withered. There's no violence again.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing.
What's up, bitches? Hey,
Hey,
Druid.
Druid.
How's it going?
My attention can bear to hold.
Oh,
To look
your
at
stream.
anyone is to shift them all into something
your stream
new,
dying.
and to look away
No.
is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
I think we just leave, right? Like, we just go?
Well, there's new options.
Yeah, but I don't think that matters.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent
The
me?
fuck kind of body horror are we playing today? We're in a time loop. We basically just have to exhaust all our options. Every time something happens to this princess, she basically takes it and, like,
It
processes
says
it, I guess.
Is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion. And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my
This
multitude.
game is very fucked though. Lots of trigger warnings. Yeah, if you go on, like, their website, it's like a paragraph.
We still have yet to be bored.
Yeah, we were warned about
I am
that.
also none of it. as easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Okay. Let's,
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
we should take intermission before we hit the next,
Yes.
time loop, because we're already a bit over.
I care about her gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you. My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths.
She really
My
loves
intention
not
is to
answering what the
inward.
fuck we were saying.
Yeah.
Except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done. The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. We will know when we near our destination.
Okay, let's get ready to go back.
I haven't clicked this one, but
But like, we're not gonna, right?
I
Like,
don't think so.
let's just go back. Because I don't think what we say to her matters. I think it's just the build up to her. You know what I
The
mean?
river does not dictate. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure. I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Okay. Let's
You're on
take
a
a little
path
break. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Yes.
Y'all grab a snack or something. We'll be back in just a few. Rid of it.
I see Dusk is also here.
Hello. Welcome.
Hello.
You're here to slay him.
Hey man, I just woke up.
you
What is
don't,
that? Is that fucking Macho?
That fucking Banjo!
Or Manjo?
That fucking ritual support! Alright, so we've already tried to leave. We've already I don't fucking know.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path.
Because
to
at
the
this
cabin.
point I don't even know what we haven't done. Finally, after 10,000 years, Manjo archetype is real. Go down without the knife?
The interior of the cabin is
Yeah.
almost entirely bare.
Yeah, we've seen all this.
The air is stale. The blade is your implement.
I don't think it has the option to skip the text we've already seen.
Okay.
I have no fucking idea what this is. It's a time loop. So basically,
The door to
we're
the
here
basement
to kill
creaks
this
open,
princess.
revealing a
Supposedly,
staircase
if we don't, the world's gonna end.
unseen light
And
below. Her
we
voice
there's some
Hello?
entity that takes all of her experiences after we get to the end of each like
to remember it,
cycle.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh, I'm here to save you. We didn't have that option yet.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me?
We're
I was
basically at
starting
this
to think
point
I'd be
just
stuck
trying to
down here
figure out
forever.
all the shit we haven't done.
Yeah.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain
These
around
princess
her
not a
wrist,
peace the entity? It
binding
like
her
is,
to the
but it's not
farm
like
of the
on
basement.
purpose. I don't think. I don't know.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Pepper,
I
for crying
am
out
begging
loud.
you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this
Yo,
to
I'm here to
happen
save you, lie,
forever.
princess. You know it doesn't really work when you say lie out loud.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a
I'm gonna
big
deal with
mistake.
Pepper for a moment. Examine the chains, I think.
Only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No. You're doing the...
Next time we don't get it, it's Schrodinger's princess.
Walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy. Far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Now here's the thing. The last time we had the do you have any other... Oh no, that just made her cut her hand off. Maybe, let's say we're gonna go check upstairs.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slaps. Is someone else here?
Given the whole world ending thing, it's more like open arms princess.
You try the door. Your shout. You're here to... You make your way
A
to
princess
the
and a
bottom of the
goblin with
stairs.
schizophrenia in a room,
This
the odds are
would have been
50-50
so
she's
much
alive and
easier
dead.
if
A
you'd
princess and a
taken the
goblin with
easier for
schizophrenia.
whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Her arm to her mouth.
Okay.
Her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Was not expecting that. No, me either. And she was way too ready to do that.
So, when we did this, we saved her before.
Yeah, so now do we just
Do we
betray
slay
her?
her now?
You're not you when you're hungry.
Because we tried saving her before with a very similar dialogue.
Right, it's the same thing. Her hand is coming off, so I guess we just kill her this time? You saved.
I did.
Hey, knife was way sharper than your
Without
teeth.
hesitation, bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back.
That's not her back, but...
The wound
Okay.
drives her to the ground. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of
Because I guess the first
and
time we
meets your
killed her,
eyes
we
with
kind
the
of fought her
velocity
head
of
on,
the
right?
horn.
That's a pretty major difference. Dumb bitch. Lou
You've
said I was.
made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Take her
Though
out.
your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back.
I think you lie rude every time. Those always have the option to lie. Have we?
You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
I almost feel like we should reload, but
Oh god, why is the chain so goddamn long? We thought this was a good idea. You do have a point. The chain is, like, not that short at all. We've never attacked her and fucked
The
off.
princess is still chained to the wall. There's nothing she can do to stop you from getting out of here. What if she doesn't succumb to her wounds? Whatever she is so much more dangerous than I thought she'd be. You rush up the stairs and dive past the threshold. You're safe. For now. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door I'll hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get
Can
out
you
of
just
here,
fucking run?
I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forget it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Ignore her and go to sleep. Just take a little nap. And curl up and go to bed.
I wouldn't be so sure about outlasting me. You're so brittle. So go ahead, rest. Do whatever you think will help you be prepared. Know that I'm coming for you, and that when I find you, I will make you hurt.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
Get to even stay silent,
You
but run
jolt
past
away
trying to
from the
catch you.
middle of the night to
Yeah, just
silence.
Scooby-Doo their ass.
The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Mm-hmm.
You try and stumble to your feet. Whoops.
Well,
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet,
do not move your chair.
and then your legs. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart.
If I could change
freezes
reality,
in
I'd
your
just say, and
chest.
then the princess fucked off and died.
You
You
have
see, that's the
saved
thing, Dusk. He can do that. He's just an asshole.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then...
Shh! What if he hears us? That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit! I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secret. We could go back and forth on this forever, and
Yeah, there's all the same shit we've seen before.
a warning. She will lie.
I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table. The blade is your implement. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
It's just an empty frame.
She's already got out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her
Take a
eyes
mirror
on
and
us?
bash your head in?
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves
If
together.
only.
The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button.
What are you pressing to do that?
The other mouse button.
Oh. We ended without the knife last
Oh,
time?
we should have taken the knife. I don't think going down there unarmed is going to do us any favours. You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Step off into the void between the stairs.
I mean,
Lie, gaslight, hot chip, save. We haven't hit a situation where one of our options has completely fucked us. Into the void!
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible form. How would falling into an infinite void be better than anything? You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks, suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement, mark
Alright,
where the
that
floor
goes
should
back to last checkpoint.
She could be
Yeah.
anywhere, and there's Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and
The
it
narrator's a
certainly
very
isn't
tight
you.
DM. Yeah, no, like, this isn't a horror game or
Excuse me.
anything. This is just a
I'm
very
being
fed up man with his
incredibly
shitty
reasonable.
D&D party.
You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and stop.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go.
Okay.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
ugh.
Why do you have, like, a baby
I was
face now?
going to find you.
As the princess approaches,
Ugh.
your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
It's almost like you want me to get you.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
As your blood begins to coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working.
Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more, as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen. That isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is, because fighting her isn't an option right now. Then you should get looking, shouldn't you?
You're a lunatic, you know that, right? Just the silent hover to the save button.
I feel like there's so many options.
Would you look at that? You're suggesting exactly what I want. Somebody's ahead of the curve. I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then... Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can move without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Okay.
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
Fair point.
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable. Definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free. Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
Yeah.
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
It's definitely... I think it's the stay here option, because we haven't done that yet, I don't think, for any of these, right?
I don't think we've done really any of these.
We've let her out multiple times. We never stayed in here with some version of her.
Deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down.
Ew.
You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out!
A reprieve, a good life, love, children, a steady career, recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out!
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty.
What the
The
fuck is
lonely
this
soul
game?
is lonely again. Love turns to mockery.
Cool.
It dies.
Is it?
It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out!
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out!
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
You can't keep going. Well, what are you talking about?
Great.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
What? Oh, duh. Numbers. Are we winning? This seems different. Are we almost at the end?
In the... Shit. What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
Chap.
Trying to save the world. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
Final Fantasy XIXIXIXXIXXIVVIVXXIV.
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out.
Kingdom Hearts
Opposite of what you're here to
2.9.
do, you have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
We're supposed to be unfeeling.
We didn't
How
get
many
that one.
times do
No, I think we just kind of head to the end.
We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
We love her, so we have to set her
I never got that one either.
No, we didn't.
Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us?
I gotta say,
There
the
aren't
DM has done a
supposed to
really
be
good
so
job of
many
telling
of
a
us.
story around my Deadpool isekai idea. That is the most
This is
cursed
bad.
sentence I've
You
heard in a
need to
long
get
time,
grip.
Dusk.
What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
I don't think staying here is the idea.
I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it.
You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget.
I fucking guarantee you Deadpool's like gone through an isekai, probably.
He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me.
He's worse than her.
That one.
Many times.
It feels like we've been here forever, but it also feels like we've barely been here at all.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, we just have to do what she says, and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
Yeah, that one, the big one.
What does here even mean, if you really think about it?
Shut up! You were here.
Every single time.
Have you ever had the Babel cheese?
Yeah, it's gross.
The what?
Did your best,
Baby Bell
really.
cheese, it's like
There's
in
just
a
a
little
pecking
wax.
order.
Oh.
I don't like Baby Bells.
And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to
I'm
forget.
very drunk, and since Wisconsin, I'm thinking about cheeses.
Think about good cheese.
That's fair, buddy. I don't like All Might cradling Deadpool like a baby.
I've tried to keep them numb.
Cheese.
They're all too soft.
I like Baby Bell. I don't think I've ever had it.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you
I am out
grasp
of my
the
year
darkness
plus age
for a
sharp
way
cheddar.
forward.
It's big sad.
But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it.
He always lies. And he always makes it gone. It's exhausting. We must be such a mess, but we never get the chance to fix ourselves.
I wonder if some of these voices are just
mocking
thrown
us.
in here
Stay focused.
To throw you off.
at the
Best
end
not
to
be
make it seem
distracted
like
by
there's just
friendly
shit you
thoughts.
haven't even seen
There is
because
no mirror.
in the context of the
You know
game it's
that
just
as
happening
well as
like
I do.
parallel, you know?
She's still here, buried deep inside the earth.
Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose. They've been hurt too much. It's why they are the way they are.
Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving.
Or you could just give up.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin.
The cabin that isn't there.
You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Smash it to pieces!
It's gonna be her.
She's on the
Yeah.
other side.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it.
Just do something.
Exactly. I'm sure that whatever you settle on, it'll be the best possible decision you could have made.
Proceed.
Proceed? Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make
Yeah, no,
them.
we've been killing it for
Already
that.
has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
Wear the mirror as a hat.
Step
I
closer to
will
the
seduce the mirror.
interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a
Roll for
pristine
persuasion.
blade
3.
buried in the dirt floor. A hint of its blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to
Firm's
do this
telling me
right.
about my cake fondant habits. Don't eat fondant, period.
It's the only way forward.
Roll to seduce. Fuck the mirror. Well, we don't exactly have a wealth of options at the moment. Take it. Take it. I don't think it matters, Sweet Pea. I don't need on purpose, as happens sometimes.
As you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep.
That's what it says in my army
Bowels of the
profile.
earth.
Oh God.
You see something staring back.
Hole.
It fills you with dread. It's her. She's watching us. She never
Hey, it's
stops
her.
watching us.
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take me away and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too.
I'm in.
A trinket that gets to stay with me all the time. Right by my side. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't
Jump
bother
in.
working yourself
Just fucking
into a
step on her
frenzy to
face
get
and
it
her sits
back.
back in like the world's bitchiest elevator. I support evil girls and
Do
moles.
anything
Boy,
that isn't
stop
taking
drinking,
her hand.
please.
What are we supposed to do? She took our weapon. This really was a lost cause, wasn't it? You sealed our fate when you refused to kill her. Kill or be killed. Yes, I suppose you're right. Oh well. There's no paralysis anymore. Is it because we've already given her what she wants? You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
Damn.
Why do we have feathers? I don't know.
We are a creature.
The motion is difficult at first, as
There
if
is kind
something
of a
still
bitch,
resists
yeah.
your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I didn't think I'd be so tired. Why is it so cold?
She's gone.
Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost.
That mirror's back.
What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her.
Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they?
Do
Doesn't
we
seem
win?
like there's much else to do here.
Finally, we can smash it.
You stop with the smashing.
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah. I think I'd...
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Yeah, stands for New Orleans Morris, he's been hidden. Mysteries yet
Something
unresolved.
tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels... okay. The fear's gone.
I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet.
The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you.
I'm ready for the truth.
I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
I've grown weirdly attached to the schizophrenic voices in our head as characters.
Me too.
Sometimes as you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. We need to see what's in it. Unraveled. Find yourself in one quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
She looks way different now.
There's a world beyond the endless
Music and training
wilds
is
of the
funny,
long
yeah.
quiet.
For sure.
We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
I've also grown to actually schizophrenic voices. The ones in the game are cool too.
Their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
That one.
We're gonna kill him.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
If he drives you towards my destruction, then he is steeped in delusion, for he does not know me. Just as I hold compassion for you, and you hold compassion for me, you can hold compassion for those who have wronged you.
Oh, fine. Do that one. The ways they're supposed to be, people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last. We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of
I
something.
am so ungodly
But
confused in what the hell
nothing
this
cannot
game's going
exist
on
its
about.
own. And because of that, nothing can't exist. No. The point of awakening is to
Clean this up, yeah? Maybe
I
I'm-
love this.
Maybe I'm stupid, but I'm barely comprehending what's going on. Like, I understand that this is supposed to be, like, real symbolic and deep and, like, thought-provoking, but, like, my main thoughts are confusion.
one.
Ooh, so this is the last
Will be
one.
enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me.
That seems like a weird thing for that not to be the end.
Final multitude.
I'm assuming we're gonna move on. That's gonna be mostly like cutscene.
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
I guess we go back again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread
It's a
is
poetry
fully
show
drawn.
farm experience. That doesn't really work in this situation, I don't think.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Okay. Was that always what chapter 1 was called?
You're on a path in the
What was it?
woods.
They said a hero and
And
the
at the end of
princess?
that
Yeah.
path,
Was that always what that was
is a
called? I thought it was
cabin.
called something else before.
No,
And in
Unless
the
I'm losing my
basement of
mind.
that cabin,
you are.
you're here to slay her.
And that's all the same shit. Is this what it's like to be on all the drugs? Yeah, I think so.
You make your way up the short path.
Okay, we don't even have an option.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely
Yeah,
bare.
same as
The
before.
blade is your
Pure silence run.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice
Hello?
is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's
Yeah, just continue. Fuck it. Do your shit. Pure silence run.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a head. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains? Okay. Oh.
She pauses, carefully
My
formulating
take on it
her
is each
words
princess
before
each
she
knows like a
responds.
probe of the real one, letting her perceive a different story.
Yeah.
I mean, I get
You
that,
can address
but
me as your Royal Highness.
uh,
Or you can just call me Princess if your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully, you're starting to see that she can't be trusted.
Okay. That's a good point. What has she been, like, surviving on down here?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but... Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I don't know. Go back up and get the fucking knife, I guess?
I don't think so. I think we should fucking...
We've never... So I decided to look it up. This game has no true ending. It's purely a matter of preference. Ow.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
So when do we know when
You're
to
doing
stop?
the right thing. Walk up to the chains binding the princess.
Because this
to
is the
wall.
last one.
Give them
You
a
got one of
tongue.
4 endings?
Because she said they had one more.
I guess.
They're large and heavy.
Yeah.
Far too.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Yeah, but this is
Maybe
the
it's
same shit we
somewhere
did
around.
last time.
Whoever locked the princess away down here intended
Because
for
then
her to never.
we're gonna try to go back up.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Oh, hang on.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete
Yeah, we did
nonchalance.
this
If
before.
we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempted to make your way out of the basement,
Yeah.
with the door at the top of the... Is someone else here?
Just-
Your shout. I'll repeat.
Yeah.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too.
I'm
There's a
down with
slight
that, and the
panic
multiple ending game picking
rising
one,
in
then the bus is
princess's
true, just
voice.
cheapens the others. Yeah.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here.
She barely
I agree with that. A lot of
She
games
rips
just
her
sort
flesh from her
of have
bone.
seem like they have multiple
Blade
endings for
from
the sake of
upstairs.
saying
Or
that they
we could
can.
use it to
you know
free.
what I
You
mean?
won't like what happens if you...
Oh, we killed her last time.
Yeah.
Fine. Against
Yeah, but there's
your
like, yeah,
better
we did this already.
judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the print. You cut
Yeah,
into
this is
her.
the same shit.
The blade is
Yeah.
sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground.
That's a different
And
image
she
we got
didn't so
before.
much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still
I guess a better
smiling
input is in
over
this true ending.
everything?
Why don't we waste my time on the
It's
fake
like she
ones?
isn't
Yeah,
even
no, I know
bothered
what you're
by
saying.
what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps
I guess we
forward
didn't
and
let
raises the
him
blade.
just kill her before. We resisted it. Did we
Wait,
just like
this
let
isn't
her?
fair.
Did
You
we just
can't
let her
watch-
die?
What are you doing?
Oh.
Oh, I didn't even get the option. Or...
No, yeah, because now she turned around. Of course, Old Scrolls 2 hasn't made. The game has 8 endings and they're all true.
Should I just click slay?
Yes?
Because we did the one
Okay,
here
there's
before?
no going back now.
Yeah.
You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart, but she's fast.
Yeah, we did that option
She
already,
ducks
though.
to
That's the
floor.
thing.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me? I don't know what's come over you.
She pounces on you with the same animal. It's not
Yeah,
enough to stop her.
yeah.
You feel, if we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough. It can't just end like... As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't... Everything goes dark. And you...
Yeah, see, that definitely wasn't called The Witch before.
Yeah.
You're on a path. You're here to...
Nah, if I can just go
I
again.
can assure you
But if he doesn't remember what happened, brilliant. We need to. You know I can. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain. Oh, she will lie. Don't worry.
Yeah.
The interior of the cabin
That's
is a
different.
mix of
This is
twisted
new.
roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens
different
to
voice, isn't it?
resemble
Yeah.
a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf. With the blade is your
I think
implement.
you should just be taking the knife with you this time.
You do?
Yeah.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have. That's not actually a bad idea.
Let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, with the weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate.
I dig
the
this
blue
idea,
air,
but I think
only
part of the way it's
illuminating
like
the
written,
edges
because it's
of an
very like
opening below,
verbose and described. Like this
shines in
feels
the darkness
long-winded, despite
by
the fact
some
that this is
kind
like a
of
3-hour
massive
game.
maw, waiting to
I kind of
mean?
dig it,
into
honestly.
the air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet,
I
as
mean,
if
this
your
is gonna
lungs
be
are
one of those
being
games
coated
that
in mud with each
stream
intake
ends
of
when you
breath.
go, "Yep, I think I've had enough of
If
this."
the princess lives here,
Nothing from the
Sven,
mirror.
her
No,
voice
he doesn't react to
skitters
the
up
mirror. He
from
just tells
below.
you it's not there.
Yeah, we did the mirror.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Hello.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path.
I like those
I know
odds.
who you are, and I remember.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the look. I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering.
I
Your
feel
task
like
is
it's
to
weird that we
slay
got like
Vine.
some like
Vine, you're the boss.
big group ending, and then it kind of keeps going.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You descend the basement steps.
Oh god, now she's a
Entering
furry.
the dark room, you can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against.
And there you are. One hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting. Oh, no. You've
Ah, shit,
already
she's hot
been
again.
here.
God damn it, Titan.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be
Down, boy.
great at it. So
Heel.
you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't.
Gaslight.
But you and the princess
girl
clearly
boss.
have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I'm just glad we could put all this behind. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously.
Gaslight,
and slay her.
gatekeep, girl boss.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they
Yeah,
have
for
to
real,
be.
what this narrator did, he's
Well,
far too
I
smarmy and
still
British to
haven't
survive. Just like Wheatley. I get the sense you're not happy with me. Yeah, okay, it's not that one. I like the I get the feeling you're not happy to see me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will turn
Fuck it,
my
give her the
trust
knife.
back? You'll
We
have
did
to
that already.
Not in this scenario though. That was when she had the thing around her neck. She doesn't have shit around her neck right now.
Smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Think
The
we
only
bury her
mistake
here
I
low
ever
with the
made was
earth? You
thinking
think
you
so?
would help me, and I'm not going to make the same mistake twice.
Well, that leaves us at a stalemate.
But unfortunately, I need you if I'm ever going to leave this place. Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Let's leave. Let's leave. I mean, whatever you do, save first. Okay, let's leave. Here, have the knife. Clearly have issues of self-control.
You can't be serious. Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable... As do I. Abstain? You abstain? She's going to kill us if we give it
Look
to
at her
her.
little fucking cat smile.
I love it.
This isn't a democracy. We're giving it to her. Do it. Do it. Do it.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right?
She got that.
Of course you do. You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
Now that I checked, the phrase "my body, my rules" still applies to
What do
me.
you think happens now?
I like the top option.
I like this one.
It's up to you, I guess. Well, I was hoping to fuck the cute furry girl. David is also saying the first option.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
I will
This
get
is
the spray
another
bottle.
trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
And then she buries the blade in your heart.
Well, we tried. No, keep going.
What? No. No, come on, that's not right. I told you. I told you this is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
This is still new territory, so there's no reason
I
to
did it.
try to
I
give up
got
now.
you.
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yeah, there you go, see? We're doing it.
You're on a path in the woods. She stabbed us. She actually stabbed us. Of course she stabbed us. We gave her the blade, which, I might add, I voted against. But the whole point
This is one of the
was
ones
she
that was
wasn't
talking that we
supposed
didn't
do
get
that.
to.
The
So I
whole
wonder if
point
those
of giving her
voices
the
showed up
blade was
early
to
to
break
hint
the
you
cycle of
on
violence,
what you
and
need
she
to
just-
do.
She just
I
killed
think
us
we might have
anyway.
just done something out of order because this game doesn't have like a flag to care.
I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us, though, right? We're back. Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. Maybe that's all it'll take to show her that there's another way to do things. You know, maybe you're right.
Do you know what
in
time I
which
put
case,
in
I suppose
when
the
we
only
had
thing to do
intermission?
is to get
Because that
back to
thing
the
takes
cabin
about an
and give
hour.
it
I
another
just want to take it
try.
out if it's cooked.
You didn't set like a timer or anything?
No. Sorry.
Okay.
Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been
I'm
listening.
sorry, on intermission I put in a little pot pie into the oven for after stream.
like that changes anything.
That's fine, or fine
Knows
adjacent,
the
good
game is
shit,
rigged.
yeah.
It doesn't even matter if she's nice this time. I'm sure he'll find a way to turn us against each other.
Great. So you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once.
Twice, actually.
Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the... Wonderful. If the woods themselves are changing, then that's all the more reason for you to take this seriously. It would mean your grip on someone's in the know.
I've had enough of these annoying little secrets. If you want us to do this, you have to let us in on your game already. Or
I've already said too much. The more information you have, the more difficult your task will be. Don't listen to her, definitely don't free her, and if you can, don't even think about her. What do you want me to say? It's bad.
Just a
you've
quick
been
out of
here
context,
before.
Roy. I
It's
deeply
bad for
understand
you,
the
it's bad
phrase
for me,
blind
and it's
drunk
especially
now.
bad
Are you
for the
good?
world. The more times you run through this, the more likely it is that you'll fail. You've already failed twice. So you knew this could happen? Theoretically, sure, I knew this could happen, but I was supposed to be the first. I'd really rather not get into it.
Ray, not even he really seems to get what's going on. If the guy who goes around acting like he knows all the rules doesn't even
Roy's
know how
bumping
this
into
works,
walls.
what's the point in
Roy
listening?
bumper car.
Then we can all move on and forget what I said about failure. It's important that you believe in yourself, and the fact you're here probably means that you still have a chance to pull this off and save the world. My world. I need to stop talking. Think happy.
I'm
It
fine,
isn't
I
long
just
before you
regret
find
standing
yourself
up.
at
I'm
the base
aware
of
in
the
this
cabin.
moment, but I know nothing.
I think it's
Oof.
clear where everyone stands at this point.
I don't know if I'd say everyone.
You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one, too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. You know what you have to do. The interior of the cabin is hardly an
Okay,
interior
thank you.
at all
Because we
anymore.
took intermission at an hour
Burned out
40 and
ruins
we're at
merely
2 hours
suggest the
50,
shape of
so...
the structure
Perfect.
that once stood here.
I also
Charred
like
wood
talking
still
for
reeking
talking's
of
sake.
ash.
We know.
But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old. The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right. This is supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing.
Nature's healing?
I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
Of course we don't get to make a choice about the blade. Every single time we come back here, something has to be different.
Just approaching there.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent.
Might as well take a look while we can. There's nothing else to do here now that the knife has been taken from.
You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the base.
Figures. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it?
Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
I do like all the different voices.
Yeah.
You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves
Welcome
through the
to what it's like
soot-covered
being
earth
in my
of the
head.
walls around you.
Like
It's thorny?
Their spines
2
point
to 8
courteously
random
down
voices all
towards the basement,
speaking at once.
so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved.
I'd say this feels like a trap, but you practically said as much.
They're only thorns. I'd say getting a few scratches in exchange for the lives of everyone in existence is a fair trade. I'm sure you'll manage. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? You betray me, I kill you, and you come back.
No, it was what
You
Jameson
let me
said. I don't
kill
want big
you,
thorns
and
on
you
my
come
brain.
back.
I will say, after doing
I
my
don't know
Divine
why you let
Simultaneously
me do
playthrough,
that.
one of the best way to process
I don't
epic
know
game
what
is
you
to
want from me.
unflinchingly take everything at face value. That's probably a fair way of looking at it. Maybe I'm trying to think too hard about it.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you
Damage
know
not
this
fur
was
anymore.
going to
Tighten.
happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
We have to try to get her out, right? I think.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping
Damn it, now
yourself?
she's a planet girl. We gotta be on the lookout for that Pokemon guy. No. Not him.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Her
Well, okay,
eyes
I
dart
suppose
away
gotta do
from
it, sure.
yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Yeah, not that one.
Her eyes briefly meet yours, then dart back to the floor. She hangs her head. in
No, because we have to get
Okay.
her out of here. That's always like the thing.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles
Where's the
of
kisser
fresh
option?
blood all along the walls.
We damned. She really gave it to us.
It feels like it's been
Damn,
so
David.
long since we've held real power in our hands. I wonder what we should do with it.
Down, David.
We free her, obviously. It's the right thing to do.
I think you're right. She's as much a victim in all of this as we've been. Besides, it would really stick it to him to free her. Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
We've all said our piece. Now it's time. It's 2 against 1.
It's 2 against 2.
You don't count.
And why shouldn't he count?
Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Oh,
Yeah, let her out.
Yes, what a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her. You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess.
So my shit
Even
bag
if he'll
later.
stick a knife in our back as soon as he has the opportunity, it's still better to have him nominally on our side. At least that gets him to shut up for a while. See?
We're all friends here, united in our actions and intentions. Yeah, united. But the other one has a point. If it keeps you quiet, sure, we're all friends. You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade. Is that really all you've got, threatening us with an accidental misstep? I expected more from you. Our blade didn't even waver when he said that. Yeah, you're right, he's a bit of a nobody, isn't he? I think I've been on your side of all this since the beginning. The princess falls into your arms.
So the idea,
tears
like, if we have
streaking
these
down her
voices
cheeks.
on
I
our side, he
believe
can't
you're
control
making
us
me
as
describe
much because
this.
like
I
there's
think
just
so.
too much for him to like deal with at once.
I think so.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
She smiles, her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
To beat the DM, you have to split the party. You should know better, Jameson.
I guess so.
You're getting desperate, aren't you? Even more proof that you can't actually do anything to stop us. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
I don't know.
As you step into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this? It feels so good to hear you say that you're admitting you've lost and we've bested you at your own game at last. I don't care what happens now. That's
Oh,
all.
wait, no, I get it, yeah. The world sucks anyways.
Yeah.
You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day. You irredeemable murderers.
What do we do now?
Well, you're about to get grabbed.
Where's everything going? Why is it so cold?
And bye. Alright, are we done? Is it finally over?
She's gone. Where did she go? And there's that mirror again.
Yep, same thing.
Oh?
As there can be nothing, you focus, you gaze, see it. A figure, faint and veiled shadow just beyond your... Oh, we're a little bird! Oh, we were like a horrible bird creature this whole time. The world ends because the story ends in the end. If you kill the prince, story continues in some way. You get your happy ending. The story as such, the world ends.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. You were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
We were told there need to be a hero to drive the story, and there need to be a narrative to follow or rebel against. Either way works, but we don't need any more stories. I guess not. He's right enough. Here you are the long quiet of vast and nascent God. It's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. It's just the Stanley Parable taking itself seriously. Yeah, basically. And proceed the cabin one last time. So, like, were we the princess this whole time?
I think so.
No found vessel has been burned to. There's nothing for you to find. Okay. Oh.
I can
What's with all the naked copies of yourself,
You
like
can
trying to
finally
go to
see me.
fucking box
I
town on
don't
you?
know.
Hot dusk.
It's been
Dusk.
so long,
Dusknor 64.
and my heart
Actually,
has ached for this moment.
Connor, simmer
I've
down.
missed you
I mean,
dearly.
like, she's literally part orgy. Like, yours against it.
Attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I am.
That's what I called you. It was 3 in the morning.
what happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature.
Imagine
Isn't it?
not getting in on the orgy because she's literally too busy fucking herself.
Imagine being in an orgy.
And at 3 in the afternoon, you call him the shitting
When
mound.
the
What the fuck did I
echoes
do?
from mine
What the fuck did I do to you?
We gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Just no one's side by side chaos, and you know that. I guess we just go with her, right? Like, I don't really understand.
Cause what we did, right, is we went back in multiple parallel universes essentially so she could get different perspectives. So
No, David's saying what was the point? One of them said, like, what was the point of all this? No, keep going. No. Well, yeah, if we were always going to become this, what was the point of me doing all of this?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot
because I
rationalize
had a
with
video
logic
game to
that
sell
which
at
defies
Steam.
Can we go back to reality where she's a furry?
No. Down, boy, down. Squirt, squirt.
Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well.
Wait, hold on. Wait. We just asked a simple
If this is
question.
what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
What?
A thought is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust. When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin. Your compassion is what freed us both, but compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
Okay.
Then help me again. We are each other's liberation.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. Hello.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared,
You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
Because I think... No, I get it. It's like, you can't get to the ending and then ask why you did what it took to get there, because that's where you already are. It's the difference between going through the story and just hearing the ending out of context. And also, I feel like it's compassion that would be the right thing, right?
So just say thanks at the top there. Way up at the top. Yeah.
I'm aware of what it did to you. The understanding you've returned to me is a gift. My masses mob you. There is no beginning to them, nor is there an end. There is only the flood of bodies. And every moment you hold every possible sensation at once, and then you hold them all again. And in the end, you returned it to me. For a brief moment, you were everything. A chaos that needed ordering. But without chaos, there is no reason. You saw with a single pair of eyes what you needed dozens to comprehend. And now here we are, each with millions of eyes, and all of them opening to what we are. To question everything is to deny proof of the reality that lies in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you did not live alone. You found me, and we held trust in each other for no reason than to believe in something that wasn't us. Cold skepticism turned to liberation, but it required a journey to blossom.
Where are they taking it?
Though you
I kinda
have
like the
blossomed,
summary of like your different
do you have no more
choices.
journeys left to
guess.
make? What of
Again,
those in the spaces
Feels
beyond?
long-winded.
Would you erase the path ahead to hold everyone still? And that is what I want too, to protect them from the horrors of an eternity without me. Brutality splashes you against the walls, but with stubborn defiance you rise again and free the one who doesn't know she needs freeing. I didn't know what to make of it then, but I know now. You delivered to me the gift of truth, and now it is my turn to deliver the same gift to you. Do not hide from it. Without obstacles to overcome, we stagnate into nothing.
I think it's the top one. I think it's just the top one every time.
We have. Look at what we are now, and see how small we were then.
As within you abates, you begin to shake. Your will rapidly dissolving.
Are you starting to see? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
So Titan, are the horns enough for you?
Yeah, this is Kingdom Hearts. Alright, let's just go. Let's leave. I'm ready to go. How do we leave? I'm ready to go. How do we leave?
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
Yeah.
What do we click on? We're ready to go. Let's leave. Let's leave. Hibernation creature stirs from its hibernation. You feel a sensation of lose you once couldn't fathom. Everything here except for her is you. Feel your wings, spinning a cosmic scale, twisted and crumbled and bound in agonized tension with a finite flame. Feel the glass of your gates pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it. What's that thought?
I love you.
They take your hand. No, once the unyielding tension breaks. We're a dragon. Fuck yeah. Are we? What is happening? Oh, that's just a plant growing in the background.
It's
or something.
magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe the absolute reality. What the fuck is happening? There's something that simply is. Step into the infinite. You step forward to 1,000 dawns, 1,000 suns, and Caesar's contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you've always been and just as you always will be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you never be alone, and two of you never know fear. You and she are finally home. Yay! We did it!
We did it!
Okay. That was a dope game.
I like it. I think Jameson's still confused.
I like the concept, but again, this felt kind of long-winded.
I think it's only felt long-winded because some dialogue was repeated over and over. But I really like it.
Getting felt like Nocturne. I need to play. No, I think I own that one actually.
Yeah.
Oh. Nubs.
Spoons the cat.
Nubs. Finish the game. The good ending doesn't.
Oh look. So wait, these are.
We have a place for our gratitude. Is the track order for a special place just for you? Did I take a screenshot and hide the UI rising age? Oh.
Huh. Because these are all the words that, or all the songs that we were in.
That's kind of cool, actually.
That is super dope.
I like that.
Join the Discord.
No.
Join the subreddit.
No.
Follow us somewhere else. Make your playlist. Play our other game. Return to main.
Let's just go back to the main menu.
That's kind of cool.
Okay.
I kind of liked that. I feel like I'm very interested to see what other endings, like, hold on, did I save right here?
No, please.
Hold on.
Babby. I'm tired. Follow us on X videos.
Slay the princess, right.
And I've been waiting for you to see it through. Violence has always been our language, hasn't it? If this
I think
is
this is just looping back around to what you already did, because this is exactly what you did before. Follow us on Live Link. I feel like I just finished a massive drug trip. Yeah, it's the same.
Thought is a vine. When I succumbed to your compassion.
See, this is what I was saying before. Like, it doesn't
both.
actually matter what we
But
pick. All loops are under the same
that must be
inevitability
nurtured.
anyway, which is probably
And you've
part
come
of
to
like the
every
message,
day.
but
There are a few things
We
more
can- we can-
fundamental. Could
yeah,
you
this is-
bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust?
But you already have.
yeah, see, it's the same.
My moss is
It does
not
not
you.
matter.
And in the
A chaos.
Maybe it's because we just got done playing Franbo.
I
Like,
saw
that
what
game
this
was already
and now
a
here
big
we are.
pile of like,
to question that, but you did
like,
not live a life
interpret this,
called
interpret
skepticism,
that,
though
like,
you.
no straight answer, but like I'm kind of sitting here like, man, what the fuck are you going on
The
about?
path only ends when it brutality. I didn't know what to make of without.
Playing games and experiences reading the wiki, depending on what the game is, honestly,
To
yes.
stop all
There's some
conflict.
games you don't need to play to get everything out of them.
Are you starting to see? Nothing is immutable. There is
Rambo
no.
had a
You
Gynax
cannot
ending, it
remove
did, but that was
open
also like
your
part of the point. I guess. Rambo had a cool cat and skeleton. Yeah.
Even now, you think you can destroy me. If it takes all.
You don't have to face it alone.
Nice of people to just cancel like interesting
You'll never be able to
essays.
strike
During the
until there's
desert
still a
on
piece
drugs,
of
I'm
me
very
that's
snarky.
close to it.
It's time to resume our.
She's relentless, isn't she?
Like, I think I get what this game's going for,
Yeah,
but
let's
like,
go.
I don't know, maybe I'm just not smart enough to fully comprehend it all. Yeah, this part's different.
Well, yeah, because I'm choosing to slay the princess for this one.
Maybe
Here
we
we
have to sit
are.
through 8 fucking
I'd
pages
say
at the
we
same
were
time.
back where it
Well,
all
it's 'cause I
started,
didn't save in a
but I
good
guess
spot,
it's a little
sorry.
after that, isn't it? Do you need me to do? That's probably for the best. Yeah, it's.
Well, you can play this Dollar now. Dollar was different when the hero came back. You guys were reading chat. I guess, yeah, but like the build up to when he came back was the same.
Is that why you want to see this through and slay her? The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
We both know why you're here. You don't have to draw it out for my sake.
It sounded just like that. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. That sight brings me back. You're going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me. You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go? No. I feel like I'm myself again. Honestly, me neither.
I feel like this is also leads into different endings, so I'm just gonna...
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we... What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, so make me put it all back. Make me fix whatever this place is and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning.
Can we click on the rest
Before
of
we
them here,
woke
says
up.
David.
Before either of us saw...
Can she really do that?
I don't know if we can, because that's gonna branch us out into other things again.
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them. That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right?
That was just some questions you
Well,
talked
not like I care.
No, it's...
But
Yeah,
it seems important.
some of those definitely were gonna branch off into other shit.
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before. Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty, and I still like you. And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me, too.
Like, I guess just agree?
Well, if we change our minds, we change our minds. What matters is that we'll always have a choice. This is just the one we're making now.
Bit of a toxic relationship, huh? Yeah, but...
I guess?
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand, a fondness in her gaze.
Aw, that's shitty.
And then click on it.
Oh.
Because she said that to us in the other ending.
No, for crying out loud.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path,
Bro, what do you mean save they're gonna reset?
Hold on. Load that save. Yes.
Yeah, but I was kind of hoping. I was kind of hoping that was
Whatever
like
world you wanna
theatrical,
build
like
without
it's gonna
me.
cut back to the title screen.
I hope it works
Again,
out.
you're not gonna get full insurance. That's how this game works. Like that's fine, but again, this feels like a really
Despite our
long-winded way to
differences,
say what
I
you're trying to say.
always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Your blank friends is gone. All you have left is ever a small, melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. Whatever action brought you the princess of being was rough and jagged and left each with a piece of the other, but destroying once and for all, you also apart yourself, but the world hasn't ended. And continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
But Jason, you're asking for a roguelike to cut to credits and go back to the title screen? Some roguelikes do that.
A metaphor?
Good night, David.
You being literal?
Peace out. Use the basement behind. And the stairs. And then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
Half the woods outside are empty canvas, but there's even more beyond this place. The fruits of your labor are well free from death. Find the ancient creatures stirs to hibernation, feels the nature lays couldn't fathom, everything here is you. With your wings span cosmic steel, twisted and crumbled by negative tension of finite plane. The dasher gates pressing on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it. And it's not you.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Shattering, you're free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality, your absolute reality, forged by your will, by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that stained your hands countless times over. But we know our bloodshed in this new world.
It's finally over, isn't it?
And now the final boss Sephiroth shows up.
They see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
We really did win, didn't we? We're the house now. We get to make the
The
rules.
voices are back.
This is
Great.
nice. No more hunting. No more running.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
The whispering, and the coercion, and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped.
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now. I hope this was all worth it, because I'm personally inconsolable. Lucky for us, you have forever to get over it. Time mends a lot of things. You'll get better. Here, here, to our vanquished foe. It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out
I feel
what
like
to
this
do
is
with
more of the true
ourselves.
ending.
Forever.
I couldn't
No
tell
problem.
you.
We can do that, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, the name of the game is Slay the Princess. As much as I want to set her free, she's obviously some sort of crazy, fucking, insane thing.
Alright, are we done now?
Yep, I just wanted to try that.
Okay.
Those couple of routes and see what would happen, because I was just curious, but
That was certainly
I really
a game.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Alright.
I like the whole fucking, are you insane? Are you not insane? And I like the whole narrator being a dick.
I suppose, yeah. I don't know, like I keep saying, it's like maybe I'm just not in the right headspace to, like, to make sense of it all, but, like, some of that, like, I kind of get it, and then some of it kind of just seems like nonsense. I don't know. But anyway, we don't know what's happening next. We will see you guys for the next one either way. Hope to see you guys there while we, excuse me. While we keep Spooktober going for a bit longer, because we wasted a lot of time playing Dead Space.
Yeah.
We wasted so much time playing Dead Space. I think I understand what's going on. It's meh, but I get it. Yeah, it's kind of where I'm at. Like, I think I get it. I think. Beans.
But anyways, I hope y'all have a nice spooky Samhain and
Yeah, happy
Halloween,
Halloween, everybody.
and I'm gonna hop in Discord.
We'll see you tomorrow, I hope.
Later, Gators.
Good night.